Nigel Cecil, equity as you like it.
Especially for my equitable friends.
Hello, Jackabatties. Nigel Cecil here, entertainment entrepreneur, responding once again to comments, opinions, and requests for my advice from my equitable friends sent in to this email address. Now, you may wonder why Nigel is sitting, yes, they may well be wondering, Hilary, yes, indeed, why Nigel is sitting in a small part of his extensive garden at Chemois. Well, the answer is, of course, holistic. We have to think, when we consider equity members, about the holistic welfare of everybody, and that's the daffodils. You may recall, not all that long ago, the 2 years soon pass, we planted the equity daffodils so that when spring came, well, of course, we've got that holistic feeling. New blooms, new life, and hope for the future. And that's what we're thinking of now, because my daffodils, my equity daffodils in the garden, and these are some of them, are blooming. Yes, hope for the future. And this, well, this is getting ready for spring unwrapping, because this is a very young willow palm, and it was ensconced, kept warm in the winter, so that soon we'll be able to open it. Well, yes, Hilary says, remind you, I call my willow palm Audrey. Audrey, yes, straight out of the Rocky Horror Show. But I digress. I digress. Yes, because you see, my equitable friends this time have said, did you see the posting in a personal capacity by the Equity General Secretary, which said this: the horrendous news coming out of the drama theatre in Mariupol shows why At Equity UK's work is so vital. Theatres are places for refuge, humanity and peace. To bomb civilians sheltering there is horrendous. Indeed, horrendous, to echo the words tweeted by the Equity General Secretary. The tragic scenes that followed the bombing of innocent civilians sheltering in the Mariupol theatre in Kyiv were heartbreakingly distressing. But following that tweet from Equity, some equitable friends got in touch with moi, Nigel, and asked Nigel, don't you think that tweet was a little bit O.T.T, because the only connection between Equity's work and that terrible event was the theatre? Now that got me thinking. You see, one has to remember that Equity is currently controlled by 2% of the membership, most of whom would be described as activists who subscribe to the mantra, the cause of labour is the hope of the world. They see trade unionism as a sort of project to help change not only the workplace, but things within society. Now, that being given the case, well, you can understand why that tweet is justifiable. But for the general membership, who actually join a trade union like Equity to represent them in the workplace, in their professional interests, they may well say, well, we're not sure about the connection. What, Hilary? Yes, we moved inside because we got caught in April showers, drenched here. Some would like that, wouldn't they? Yes, but where's that leave us? Yes, I was going to say, yes, I.C.A.F, the International Committee for Artist Freedom. Now, Equity has donated £10,000 as a pledge to I.C.A.F to help creatives who've been caught up in these terrible events in Ukraine. And I have noticed that activists in Equity tend to promote activists and what activists are doing. And I'm aware that the general membership of Equity are putting on events to help raise funds and support Ukraine that don't get a mention. Now, they're not actually doing it to get a mention, but collectively, as a trade union, I think it would be a jolly good idea to let other members know what members are doing. Is that possible? Could a page on the Equity website, could a member of staff probably volunteer and say, listen, if the Equity members want to know what's going on amongst Equity members, we'll let other members know. Indeed, I've heard of one stage manager member who is putting together a project, endeavouring to put together a project where the youngsters coming from Ukraine, who are obviously traumatised, can get together and explore drama and creativity to help them recover. A wonderful idea. And I'm aware of other members doing similar projects. So maybe Equity could promote that. And also, if Equity members want to know who to donate to if they give a project, Hilary, you've arranged to put the I.C.A.F card at the end of this video. So I hope that gives you some ideas. So I'll leave you with the I.C.A.F card and also the little creative item that Nigel Moi has done to show support for the Ukraine. So please join me again and keep your emails coming in to this email address. Thank you very much and good luck, everybody.
The world must stop the war.
We have the power to start a war. But what are we fighting for? If the message is still the same, that the time has come for change.
I thank everyone who acts in support of Ukraine, in support of freedom.
We have the power to start a war.
The world must stop the war.
We have the power to start a war. But what are we fighting for? If the message is still the same, that the time has come for change.
Nigel Cecil, Equity as you like it.